What is up, realmers and pups, furries, fays, dragonkins, cryptids, mythical creatures, beings of consciousness, concepts of reality, gamers alike? How it be, what it do, and this is going to be a long part that I spent a long time, I think it was maybe like 4 or 5 days maybe. 4 days, 5 days prepping for. So as you can see, I got my fame up. Um, so, we in this. Um, yeah, my last wizard here, 151,828 fame earned. I did the math in comparison to my 244,000 fame, and I compared what I would need to get and earn in order to feed all of this. And so, not only that, but I did the math on the estimated average of how much feed power is required to get a pet from 95 to 100, and I'm like right about there. So I just devied it up just a tad bit, and so I have a bunch of extra 900 feet power items going through some of my characters here. Like see, there's more there, more at the bottom, more there, so I'm just making sure I have enough so that way in this part my pet can get to 100, 100, 100. I don't know. Hopefully I get there. Um, my fingers crossed. But, yeah, so gotta be really careful with these. Here, super cautious. Alright. And I'll even put this one over there just to be a little extra safe. So yeah, during this part, pause if you need to. I'm going to explain where I got each of the items, to the best of my knowledge. I mean, this is a lot of items, so yeah, without further ado. Okay, so we have these Crystals of Fortunes. I ran a lot of Tomb of the Ancients, Davy Jones' Locker, and I also got 2 Halloween pet mystery skin things, and one of them was zombie feet, and another one was I think another pet that I already had, which was the this right here, the zombie drake. Another one I got was a werewolf from Haunted Cemetery, which is really cool. So I got a lot of these Crystals of Fortunes from that. We have a lot of pumpkin spice lattes. These I got mainly from the Halloween trick-or-treat bags, which take 20 tokens per bag. And I was just farming the ever-living crud out of them by doing nothing but filling my inventory space with them. I would skip out on Oryx's castle just to go and turn them in and hop into a new realm and just rinse and repeat, because 2,500 feed power is quite a bit. We got this chalice of bloody ambrosia here. This came from I got one earlier, but that was from a quest. This one came from, I believe, one of the Halloween bags, or it came from one of the Rise of the Hemomancer quests that you can do that reset for me. Either or, I'm more leaning towards the Halloween trick-or-treat bags. We got all these bloody ambrosias here. So all of these I got from the bags, the Halloween trick-or-treat bags. So I feel like 4 is a pretty good amount that I received. So we're going to select my Divine Cursed Giant Stinky Zombie Feet here, and we're going to go through and feed all of this. Oh yeah! Alright, let's go back to the vault. Let's go to grab some more. Take a swig of my gamer juice here. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Nice. Okay, I'm going to be really careful. There we go. Okay. Sick. And we're down to these over here. Alright, let's go back to the pet yard. Oh, by the way, you know, again, pause if you need to. I'll hover over the item long enough. Is it really about to kick me out? Don't do this to me. Come on, Deca. Deca, they literally... Okay, I shit you not. They literally just had a whole freaking... they're all... Yes, we're fixing the servers! This patch we're doing right now is fixing them! Yeah, my internet's fine. Okay. If I get the chance, I'm gonna just swap to a different server that's not filled. So maybe that's the issue here. Yeah, this is like... Please forgive my frustration. It may seem I'm quick to it, but in all reality, the past few days, I've been dealing with this non-stop. And it would kick me out for like 30 minutes at a time until it reset, or until one of the people at Deco were like, oh, wait a minute, our servers are going down. Let me go over there and just flip the switch up and down, turn it off and on again. Alright, cool. So I'm going to use this opportunity to change to, let's just go US West 4. Less populated one. Alright, let's go back, pick up the stuff. Where's my pet at now? I don't like that. Yeah, that's what freaked me out the last the last one I uploaded to. So shit. Okay, I gotta grab all this stuff. But yeah, no, they literally just had this whole like, oh yeah, we're fixing the servers. We listen to you, Realmers, and we recognize that. Oh yeah, our servers are built on bricks made of sand. Sand and pebbles. Alright, go ahead and pause if you need to. So, I got all these Angels fanfares from Oryx's Sanctuary, otherwise known as Oryx 3, and these actually drop off of the enemies leading up to the mini-boss. The first boss in there. So, I got all of these from that. So, pretty cool. Ballistic Star, this is a white bag drop I got off of Besa, which is one of the mini-bosses in Oryx's Sanctuary, 03. And we have a Chaotic Scripture here. This drops off one of the mini-bosses, Archbishop Luke Oryx, in Oryx's Sanctuary, otherwise known as 03. Droplet of Bloody Ambrosia. I got this off of one of the goodie bags. We got the Crystal of Fortunes here. Again, you know, just some of the pets gave 28 Crystals of Fortunes. As you saw, I've had some of the 20s. Vial of Bloody Ambrosia. This came from one of the Halloween trick-or-treat bags. And then Pumpkin Spice Lattes. All of these as well came from the Halloween trick-or-treat bags. Alright. Kurt, see, I don't like that. I really don't like that, because I just fed so much feed power. Yeah, I really don't like that. At all. I really don't like that. One bit. That does not make me feel comfortable. Alright, well, okay. Maybe it's updating now. Look at that, though! Oh, yes! Oh, baby, a double! Oh, it's so freaking nice. Look at that. Okay, let's... We won't gawk over that for too long. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm going full force on this, by the way, on this pet and everything. Full force, 100%. Okay, so we have a divinity here. This drops off of Oryx 3 in Oryx's Sanctuary. This is a white bag drop. We have the Longbow of Spirits and Shadows. So I got a lot of these. One of them I got off of Oryx 2 Parasite version. So there's Oryx's, there's the Wine Cellar, which is basically Oryx 2. But then during Halloween, there's a Parasite Chambers version of Oryx, and I got one of them off of Oryx 2, so, as well as a Kagabushi, which is going to come up soon. Harmonious Harp, this is a orange bag drop that drops off of one of the enemies in Oryx's Sanctuary, 03, leading up to the mini-boss. Ceremonial Murloc, I got all of these off of, either the Stone Guardians in Oryx 1 or Oryx's Castle, or Janus the Door Warden, which is the hidden boss in Oryx's Castle, which you're able to unlock by taking out all of these little stone pillars and four separate pathways. Hamayumi, this is a white bag drop I got off of one of the biome bosses, as well as this one. I forget which biome boss I got this off of. But, yeah, it's one of the bosses in the biomes. We have a Skull of Corrupted Souls here. This is a white bag drop that drops off of the Cultist Hideout, which is a secondary dungeon in Lost Halls. And then we have more Ceremonial Murlocs here, which are white bag drops, orange bag drops off of either the Stone Guardians or Janus the Door Warden. We have the Cloak of Eerie Trepidation. These are cloaks I got off of the quest line that you can do, which is in, just one of the quests in the Halloween event. And I think it resets weekly or something like that. But yeah, I got these two from there. And then this is the Cloak of Bloody Surprises. This is the default. So Cloak of Eerie Trepidation's the reskin. Cloak of Bloody Surprises is the biome white that drops off of one of the bosses, or I got it off the Beacon Guardian in Sanjuan Forest in the Realm. And then we got Helm of the Juggernaut here. I do believe I got these off of the Maze Minotaur, which is a biome white. In the not ancient ruins. It's a biome white that drops off of the Maze Minotaur. Alrighty. We're gonna select our cursed giant stinky zombie feet here. And we're gonna feed. Oh god, the bar barely moved. Oh yes, I am going to feed the Peacekeeper too. That's a highly sought after item, but yes, I am going to feed it. So, alright, we got the Diplomatic Robe. This is a white bag drop that drops off of Dama in Oryx's Sanctuary, one of the mini-bosses. Sentinel Sidearm. One of these I got from a Shatters Epic Quest chest, and another one I got a white bag drop off of the Bridge Sentinel in Shatters. We have the Centaur Shielding. This is a white bag drop that drops off of Besa in Oryx's Sanctuary, 03. A Breastplate of New Life. This is a white bag drop that drops off of the Marble Colossus in Lost Halls. Peacekeeper. This is a white bag drop I got off of the Royal Epic Quest chest, the Shatters one. The Noble Mandolin. This is also off of the Shatters quest chest. We have the Armor of Nil. This is a white backdrop that drops off of the Void entity. We got the Shield of Jogmer, which is a reskin of the Shield of Ogmer. This I got from one of the quests that you do. You turn in tokens for it, the Halloween one. And then we got the Armor of Nil again, the Void entity in the Void, white backdrop. And we got all these longbows of spirits and shadows. These are from either the Halloween quest, where you exchanged 4 tokens for them, stacks of 20, or from the biome, from O2 in Wine Cellar, which I don't really remember where I got all of them from. It's just either or. Sword of the Colossus. This is a white backdrop that drops off of Marble Colossus in Lost Halls. And then we have a Superior here. This is a white backdrop that drops off of Dama in Oryx's Sanctuary, or O3. Alrighty. It's like the Divine Cursed Giant Stinky Zombie Feet. And we shall feed. Imagine if this is just enough to get to like 97. I'm gonna be so upset. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little swig of my gamer juice here. Alright, so we have the Vestures of Duality. These are white backdrops that drop in Oryx's Sanctuary off the mini-boss Archbishop Lucorix. We have a Autumn Hedgehog pet skin here. I got this off of one of my... it was like a mystery pet skin that I got. I got this off that. Astronaut Night skin. This is off of one of the Halloween mystery skins things. So I just happened to get the Among Us one. Vanguard's Visage. These are white backdrops I got off of the Bridge Sentinel, the first boss in the Shatters. And then we have lots of Thurgy ones. A whole bunch of Thurgy ones. These are orange backdrops that I've gotten off of either Janice the Door Warden or Oryx 1. So the first Oryx, the Mad God you fight. A whole bunch of them. And then we have Tablet of the King's Avatar. One of these I got off of the Maze Minotaur, which is a realm boss. And another one I got off of the Avatar of the Forgotten King in the realm. Alrighty, okay. Divine Cursed Giant Stinky Zombie Feet. Alright. Man, that bar is barely moving. I really hope it's not. What a fellow guildie said, man's is bad. Something around like a million, just over a million. So I'm really hoping that's not the case. If that's the case, then I am so sorry, but yeah, we're not going to see that third ability hit 100. So okay, yeah, I got to move on from this series anyway. So we have the Cosmic Astro Blade. This is a part of the Astral Arcanist set, which you get the Astral Arcanist set tokens off of Oryx 3. That's the only place I've seen them drop. So I got it, like, I think it cost 2 stacks or 1 stack, something like that, to make this. This was forged. So we have the Laser Pointer. This is a white backdrop I got off of the final boss in Cogbolt Steamworks. We have the Hive Master helm here. This is a white bag drop I got off of the treasure room boss in the nest, the beekeeper. Cloak of Refraction. This is a white bag drop I got off of the Crystal Cavern boss, which is a secondary dungeon to Fungal Cavern. Chancellor's Cranium. This is a white bag drop I got off of Chancellor Dama in Orcs Sanctuary 03. We have the Grey Gal Summoner skin. This is a Halloween mystery skin thing that came up. This is just the one I got. I don't play wand classes, and I'm just going to go through Summoner fairly quickly, so I just... Demon Cat pet skin. This came from one of the Halloween mystery pet skins, so that was pretty cool. Both of these, so I think this is the one I got off of the one that you get from the quest. I think there was 2 total available. And then we have a Demon Cat pet skin here. This just came off of, I think, the one that was available as well to turn in for blood tokens. Candy Coated Armor. This is a white bag drop I got off of one of the bosses in Candyland Hunting Grounds. Blood Entity pet skin. This was from the campaign. So there's a campaign going on for the Halloween event. This is the final reward for that campaign. Bez Artifact pet skin. I've been holding on to this for a while. This dropped off of, obviously, Bez from Tomb of the Ancients. Just in case I got another one, I was going to use them both, so I got Crystals of Fortune in return, but yeah, didn't happen. Bedsheet Ghost Assassin. This came from one of the Halloween mystery skin things that I got from... I believe I got this one off of a chest, so, well, the Halloween mystery skin, so yeah, and it turned out to be that. Battalion Banner. This is a white bag drop that drops off of Besa in Orcs Sanctuary 03. So yeah, let's go ahead and select our giant cursed Stinky Zombie Feet. Alright, let's, I'm sorry, our divine cursed giant Stinky Zombie Feet. Oh, that bar is not moving. Oh, God. Okay, it's... Oh my god, I'm gonna be so disappointed. So are a lot of Realmers, I can tell. Alright, so we have the rocket launcher. This is a forgeable item that you get from getting Cogbold Pyrotechnician Wizard Set tokens. I think you need 2 of them to make this one. And you forge it. Runes of Knowledge. So, as you can tell, I have been farming Runic Tundra a lot, and this drops off of anything you can kill in Runic Tundra. It's a fairly low drop rate. Recurring Terror Spell. This is a white bag drop that drops off of the boss in Parasite Chambers. It could drop off of the treasure room chest, but I still have yet to this day to receive any white bag from the treasure room chest, so... Quiver, this is a white bag drop that dropped off of the boss in High Tech Terror. And then we have lots of Plague Poisons here. The Plague Poisons dropped off of one of the bosses in Haunted Cemetery. We have the Occult Mercenary Trickster skin. This came off of one of the Halloween mystery skin things I got, either from the chest or turning it in for exchanging it for tokens. Magical Lodestone. This is a white bag drop that drops off of the Marble Colossus. We have Mace of the Pumpkin Effigy. This is a biome white that I got. One of them I got off of killing this like little crow, like the scarecrow guy, and another one I got killing the pumpkin, like the bigger boss in the Haunted Hollows. It's like the pumpkin thing. I don't know. It just has a bunch of mooning pumpkins around it. So, okay. Divine Curse Giant Stinky Zombie Feet. Okay, let's go and grab some more. Wow, dude. Oh god. Okay. So, we have Warmonger. All these Warmongers came from the Shatters quest chest thing. So that was really cool. Wakizashi of Crossing Fires. This is a white bag drop I got off of the Layer of Shitten. We have Annihilation Armor, Tier 14. These I've gotten all over the place. Either off of Oryx's Sanctuary or Oryx's Sanctuary. Speaking of Wings of Sanctity, these are orange bag drops that drop off of one of the small enemies leading up to the mini-boss in Oryx's Sanctuary, otherwise known as O3. Skull of Restless Souls. This is a biome white that I got off of killing one of the enemies in Dead Church. We have Valor here. I got this off of one of the Shatters quest chest things, so that was pretty neat. Star of Enlightenment. These are both white bags I got off of the Crystal Cavern boss, the Crystal Entity. So that was really neat to get these. Source Stone. This is a white bag drop that drops off of the Void Entity, which is in the Void, which is a secondary dungeon after you beat the Marble Colossus in Lost Halls. You need a Vial of Darkness to open up the Void after you defeat the Marble Colossus, and you can get that. We have more Runes of Knowledge here. Again, just killing anything in the biome, Runic Tundra. Got a whole plethora of them. My favorite spell, obviously, as you can tell. Percentage mana regen is so killer with it. So, top damage. Divine Cursed Giant Stinky Zombie Feet. That part. It's not moving. Alright, let's go. So, okay. Dirk of Cronus. This is a white bag drop I got off of the biome boss, Cube God, which is really cool. All these ghostly drapes. Apparently these are best in slot for their lethal strike damage, and they help you just hit really hard as a rogue. But these are orange bag drops that drop in a haunted cemetery. We have the Crystalline Kunai. Both of these I got off of the little in Fungal Cavern when you're fighting the Crystal Worm Mother. Halfway through the fight, she spawns this little thing, and I got it off of that. It shoots these yellow shots all around. Enchanted Chisel. I got this off of one of the there's like a bunch of little Halloween chest things that you get a random item for 2 different classes. I got it off of one of those. So Cloak of the Mad God right now is bugged. It's not showing up, but this is a white bag drop that drops off of Oryx 1 in Oryx's castle. Brain of the Golem. This is a orange bag drop I got off of the... So right before, in Lost Halls, right before you fight the Marble Colossus, there's this thing that shoots a bunch of waves of these like black arrows at you. That's where I got it off of. I forget what it's called, the Marble Defender or something like that. Bow of Deep Enchantment. These are tier 14 bows that I got off of Oryx 3. Barnacle Basher. This is a Biome White, well, I don't know if I should say Biome White. This is a white bag drop I got off of the World's Oyster. So that was pretty neat. And then Annihilation Armor, I got this off of Oryx 3, or one of the bosses in Oryx 3, but I believe it was from Oryx 3, so. Alrighty. Divine Cursed Giant Stinky Zombie Feet. This is horrendous. I'm telling you, I'm going to be so disappointed. I'm not gonna lie, I am not going to do this level of a farm again for the pet, honestly. It just depends where it ends up. If it's like, if it updates and it's like, oh yeah, you're at 99, then it's like, okay, maybe I'll farm a little more. But it's just staying at 95, so maybe it still needs to update. I don't know. Okay, so, oh, whoops. I'm sorry, I'm slowing down. Tier 14 Leviathan Armor, Oryx 3. That's where I got it from, in Oryx's Sanctuary. Same thing with the Robe of Ancient Intellect, a tier 14 robe. Oryx 3. Pumpkin Prism. This came off of one of the Halloween things. They're like these like set chest things. It gives you one item from 2 separate classes. Cogbold Cower Shield. This is a white bag drop that drops off of the final boss in Cogbold Steamworks. We have the Jade Storm here, which is a white bag drop that drops off of the boss in Mountain Temple. And then all these ghastly drapes, all of them, these came from Haunted Cemetery. This is orange bag drop from any of the bosses in Haunted Cemetery. Alright, Divine Curse Giant Sticky Zombie Feet. Oh no. Oh, this is bad. This is so bad. Let's see. Let's go ahead and grab all this. Alright, let's see here. So we have the Vision of Draconis. This is a white bag drop that drops off the final boss in Lair of Draconis. I got this candy apple from, I think it was one of the quests, or it came out of one of the Halloween trick-or-treat bags. Or it might have dropped off of one of the chests in one of the events. I'm not too sure. We have a bone bow here. This came off of one of the Halloween things. Gives you one item from 2 separate classes for the Halloween sets. Vampiric Cape. This is a orange bag drop that drops off of one of the either treasure room treasure room coffins or the final boss in Lord Ruthven in Manor of the Immortals. Then we have the Tricorn of the High Seas. This is an orange bag drop that drops off the final boss, John Bilgewater in Deadwater Docks. We have the Wand of Retribution. This is a tier 14 wand that drops off of Oryx 3. And another Vision of Draconis, white bag drop, final boss, Lair of Draconis. And then all of these Tome of Holy Furor. These are white bag drops that drop off of Oryx 2 in Wine Cellar. After you beat Oryx 1, the Wine Cellar, you need to open it up with the Wine Cellar incantation, then you can gain access to Oryx 2. Staff of the Fundamental Core. This is a tier 14 item that I got off of Oryx 3 in Oryx's Sanctuary, and same thing with this one, Oryx's Sanctuary 03. Alright, Divine Curse Giant Sticky Zombie Feet. Oh boy. I know there's someone out there like, oh, you're feeding 900 feet power items. You should be feeding 2,500 or above only. Yeah, well, that's not how the grind works, son. Alright, okay, so all of these etherite, or ethrit daggers, however you want to pronounce it, these are all orange bag drops that drop off of any of the bosses in Haunted Cemetery. Igneous Star Blossom. This is a white bag drop that drops off of the layer of Shaitan, or the layer of Shitten. It's like the only thing in there that you deal with, so that's what I'm saying, the final boss, or the D-boss. Carved Golem Remains. This is a orange bag drop that I got off of the Agonized Titan in Lost Halls. It's pretty much like the boss. You have to kill a bunch of pots with little pink spirits in them. You need to complete like 3 separate pot rooms, and then the Agonized Titan will be like, I will not let you bring calamity onto this world, you know, and so more etherite, however you want to pronounce it, daggers. Orange bag drops from Haunted Cemetery. So, and then we got the Earthen Ward. This is a orange bag drop that drops off of the Green Dragon in Lair of Draconis. And then we have another candy apple here. Again, Halloween trick-or-treat bags, or one of the event quests, or the event chests that spawn in whatever dungeons were having the event at the time. Alright, Divine Curse Giant Stinky Zombie Feet, it seems you're stuck in 95, so maybe there is some hope for me here. Maybe it's just not updating. I don't know. Oh my god. Oh, this is terrible. Okay. Alright. I know Ugnaski was watching that moment, and he's probably like, oh, don't do it, don't do it. Alright, okay, so all of these Resurrected Warrior's Armor, all of these are white bag drops that drop off of any of the bosses in Haunted Cemetery. They're really good for, you know, if you're playing like a paladin, or you're playing like a warrior that relies on like the helmet or something, or maybe even a knight, right? I think this would work best on a knight for utility. Royal Guards Cuirass. The Royal Guards Cuirass is a white bag drop that drops off of one of the enemies in the shatters before you hit, I mean, just any of the enemies in the shatter. Well, not any of them. There's specific ones that this one drops off of. Then there's the robe, and then there's the leather vesture of darkness, whatever. Sacramental Crossbow. These are white bag drops I got off of the Puppet Master's Encore, or actually I think one of them came from in exchange for tokens, and another one came off of the Puppet Master and Puppet Master's Encore. So there's those two. It's just a reskin of T-Shot, 1000 Shot. Unresolved Grudge. This came off of I believe the Haunted Tombstone version, which gives you either the Wizard Halloween ST items or the Necromancer Halloween ST items, as well as this one right here, the Lacerated Gown. So, pretty neat, pretty cool. Prism of Dire Instability. This is a white bag drop that drops off of the Puppet Master and Puppet Master's Encore. Maw of Malignance. This is a white bag drop that drops off of either the Treasure Room chest or the final boss in Parasite Chambers. We got the Lock Sheath here. This is a orange bag drop that drops off of, I believe, the blue dragon in Lair of Draconis. And then the Pyro Sheath. This is a white bag drop that drops off of Shitten and Lair of Shitten. So, orange bag drop. I'm sorry, orange bag, not white. Orange bag. This is an orange bag drop, so. Alrighty, Divine Curse, Giant Sticky Zombie Feet. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Alright, so now is the time that I'm going through all my other characters just because. So we got the yokai amulets. These are white bag drops that drop off of the yokais that pop up. It's a fairly low chance, but it's not too low. So yeah, that's that. Vest of Abandoned Shadows. This drops off one of the enemies in the shatters. It's a white bag drop. I think it's like the rogue-like enemies or the archers. I'm not really too sure, but it's pretty good, honestly. Unresolved Grudge, again, came from the Haunted Tombstone, which gives you either Necromancer or Wizard ST set items. So, okay, Divine Curse, Giant Sticky Zombie Feet. There you go. Now it's time to hop onto another character that has those amulets. Oh. 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 Okay. Alright, cool. Alright, so, alright. Yokai Amulet, again, off the yokais. I mainly got all of these from Runic Tundra, honestly. So, yeah, lots of yokai spawn out there, so I am big pimpin' with all of these. So, alright. Got all the yokai amulets. Bottled Medusozoan. Medusozen. It just reminds me of Demon Slayer, I don't know why. This is a white bag drop that drops in Snidarian Reef off the boss. Memento Mori, this is a set piece item that I feel like I got this in the realm off of something, to be frank. But this does drop in Undead Lair, I do believe. But yeah, I got it in the realm. Bone Bow, this is an item I got from one of the Halloween ST things. Gives you either two classes. Sacramental Crossbow, I do believe this is one I got off of the Puppet Master and Puppet Master's Encore as well. And then one more Yokai Amulet. So again, off one of the Yokais. And okay, cool. Divine Cursed Giant Stinky Zombie Feet. Okay. Ah, God. All right. Let's see this here. Let's see where. Depending. Oh God. Think Verge. Ugnasty has told you so many times. That got me 2 levels. All of that got me 2 levels. Alright, let's see. Here's the question here. here is the frickin' question. Do I farm again? Or do I just leave it? That is the question. Oh, by the way, so you can see what the seal looks like and stuff. But yeah, that is the question here. Do I... Whoa, why am I using that? Holding Alt, scrolling down, does that? I don't know. Because, yeah, God, all of that got me 2 levels, 2.5. Well, technically 3, but you know. I could go through and just move a bunch of items from all these characters to be fed, honestly. So that way I already have a head start on that. Yeah, I got a feeling I could definitely do that. God, I'm so conflicted right now. Honestly, I'm so conflicted. Because that, everything I got, I mean, oh, God. You know, I... You know what, yeah, I think I'm gonna go through, because I don't know if this is, here, let's look at where it's at now. Okay, it says there, Pet Yard says right there, so it's about, okay, so right about there, I can measure that. So we're the level, the little dot, okay, cool. I'm gonna swap servers really quick. I'm gonna see if that makes a difference here. 97, I don't know, I don't really see so much of a difference. Okay, so that's where it is. 99. Damn. And you know what's crazy? I did the math here. I had 270,150 feed power. I spent... So, okay, at that time, to feed everything, I needed 376,250 fame. Overall, I would need 383,250 fame to feed the estimated 273,344 feed power to get my pet from 95 to 100 on the third ability. But clearly, that source lied to me. So, and even then, you know, gaining the additional 9,681 fame to feed the remaining items, but even then I gained 10,500 to feed 6 additional ones. Proved to get me to right there, which I wish it was right there, but in all reality, it's right there where the cursor, quite literally, right there where the cursor is. So, God, do I grind this ish out? Do I grind this shit again? I mean, I did keep my gear just in case. 'Cause this is the gear that I used. But even then, I forgot how much fame I left off with. Well, I started off with, but that's a lot of fame to earn, and I am trying to bring this series to a close. So, do I, God, I mean, that was even with the 20% XP, because I don't know if you see my exaltations here, but I have 20% additional XP, plus the 53.5, so that's 73.5 additional XP that I'm earning, and I'm not gonna lie, it took me some time. I don't know, gang. I don't know, cause damn, I don't know. I'm kind of at this point where, here, let's go to the vault so the music stops blaring. I'm kind of at this point where I kind of just want to say fuck it and because so okay, I fed about 383,250 fame in this part. Just about. Or no, I'm sorry. 270,150 fame. And that got me 2 levels. And I'm saying 2 levels. Well, okay. They got me 2.5 levels, let's just say that, because I was at 94, but right about here. So then 95, 96. No, never mind, 3 levels. Damn. I really don't know. I'm very conflicted right now. I'm extremely conflicted because I know I'm like, quote unquote, right there, but I'm not. Like that character that I had, that was, let's see, 19, 5, 4, so that was about 4 days. About 4, all of this was about 4 days. I used my ability 47,578 times. I teleported 870 times. This is 4 days worth of work. And I can put in another 4 days. But that's the thing though, man, is like, this is where this right here is where it wound me up. Was right here. So technically it was 2 levels, because 94, 95, 96. So yeah, about 2.5 levels. Because then you still have to get through 98.5, 99.5. So that's 3, technically, yeah, 3 levels, or 2.5 levels. I don't know, gang. I think I'm just gonna call it there, honestly. Or, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to do a bit of editing today. And I think I'm gonna upload some, because I need to upload. This is destroying my algorithm. Not uploading. And I think I'm gonna edit some videos I have on the back burner for other series, such as the Watch Me Solo series. I think I'll go ahead and edit those, get those scheduled, upload one a day, and by the time that runs out, I should have a sufficient amount of stuff to feed this pet and hopefully get it to 100. But that's just the thing, though, is that's very demoralizing, because what the math said was to get the third ability from 95 to 100, it would be roughly 273,344 fame, or feed power. I'm sorry, feed power. But that was not the case at all. So, and it was way off. So, if I do the math here, to do another jump like I just did, I would need 7, 98, 99. I would need another 200, and I would say 90,000 feed power. That's a lot of feed power. That's 291,000 feed power items. And then that's 300 and like what, 350, 950 feed power items? That's a lot, man. That's a lot. And let alone getting the fame to earn that. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, it says here, it's right there, but hold on, let's manage pets. This one here is telling me that's right there. Let me actually, no, I can't. Yeah, sorry, Ugnaski, I forgot what you meant. Like, this one's either progress, or this one is progress. Like, the overall progress. I think this one's the overall progress, but that's just the thing, though, is like, fuck. Alright, well, I can't believe I'm saying this. I really can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm gonna go ahead and fill up my vault, and I'm gonna try to earn the fame. I will try my best. So, alrighty. I got some work to do. I gotta edit these videos. I gotta get them scheduled, and then I have to farm, pull lots of all-nighters, lose lots of sleep, but fuck it. Fuck it. I'm gonna do it. Whatever. I'm gonna do it. So, I'm already here. So, who gives a shit? Alrighty. I am not happy about it, as you can tell, but, you know, it is what it is. So, with that being said and done, thank you all so much for supporting the series up to this point. I really do appreciate it. I'm doing this so you don't have to. I mean, obviously a lot of people are going to want to do it, but, God, I'm just, you know, hey, this is cool, 100, but this 97 is bullshit, dude, if you ask me. I was like, oh yeah, at least 98. So yeah, no, I am frustrated. I am very frustrated, dude. Gosh, like I'm not gonna lie, I feel like pulling each hair follicle one by one out of my head. There's people that are just like, I'm just gonna grab a chunk. No, I'm like one by one level of irritated right now. I'm not gonna do it, obviously, nor do I recommend anyone do that. But, you know, it's just, I'm just exaggerating here, but you probably get what I mean. But yeah, so go drink some water if it's been a while. Brush your teeth if it's been a few weeks. If it's been a few months, you might want to take a shower. And if it's been a few years, you may want to eat some food. Getting some fresh outside plant oxygen air is wonderful for you. I highly recommend it. And, you know, when it comes to games like this, I don't know, maybe start a petition or something to not have the game devs clearly farm people for playtime and time connected to servers, because this is bullshit, dude. That's bullshit. You saw all those items I had, and there's gonna be people out there, yes, but they weren't. But all of those items were not 2,500. All of them were ambrosias. They all weren't 5,000 feet power. You would be there if they were all 5,000 feet power. Yeah, well, I'm utilizing what's available to the player base, so instead of blaming me for not having sufficient amount of feed power, which the difference between 950 and 1,000 is 50, right? That's why I had a ton of 950s and then a ton of 900s, because in the difference between 900 and 1,000 is 100. That's 50 more than 50. That's all relatively the same. And yeah, I know if I would have replaced them all, maybe I would have been at 98. Maybe it would have been at 98. But still, I would have most likely been right here. So, that's not too much of a difference if you ask me. So, yeah. Don't complain to me, complain to the devs. So, yeah, anyways, with that being said and done, I am going to go and take a break outside for a moment, get some fresh air, maybe touch some grass, because it's going to be a long time before I do again. So, yeah, alrighty. Thank you all so much. Much respect, much love. God. God damn. I'm going crazy. I'm going so crazy. Oh, gosh. Alrighty. I'll see you all in the next part. When we get to the next part, the time of which is the next part once you get to the next part. So until then, I will see you at the next part. So, alrighty. Woohoo! 100 to 100, but 97. I am literally the embodiment of choosing to focus on a negative and seeing the overall positive here, but you know what? I just can't help it when my goal is 100, 100, 100. And this whole time, these past 3 days, I'm like, I'm going to hit 100, 100, 100. Here I come with 100, 100, 100. But then it's 100, 100, 97. So I'm just like, Let's let the inner beast out. Oh no. It's coming.